Shady Tree experience. I think you can relate. So. But so many days have come and gone away again, and you refuse to call. Well, it was just a thought, but I thought we really ought to take a break from it all. Oh, girl, you gotta get out from under. Get from underneath that shady tree. Oh, oh, shady tree. Well, maybe then you'll see. Well, maybe then you'll see a better side of me. I love the way I live. And the people living it right here by my side. And they're all that more. You could even say it for yourself if you just try. But you never get out from under. Or get from underneath that shady tree. Oh, you'll see the tree. Or maybe then you'll see. Maybe then you'll see a better side of me. But oh, I've been so worried about getting back on my feet. How hard is it to see that right? Where I am right now, right here, it's so easy. Oh, I'm gonna find me a shady tree.
Hi, my name is Savannah, and I am better known as Trash Panda for LYFE, yo, on OnlyFans.com, where I sell pictures of my asshole. But I still wouldn't let Mick Motherwell fuck me. Welcome to Mick Motherwell's Self-Awareless. Titties.
Hey Camden County, this is Brad Cole, the new owner of New Wave Batting Cages, previously known as the Camden Cages, across the street from Howard Peoples Park and right next to the fire department. If you see us cleaning up and renovating, shoot us a honk. Let us know that you care.
Welcome, everybody, to Mick Motherwell Self-Awareless, another one with me, yours truly, the best of motherfucking best fat piece of shit that sits on the fence with all of you. I'll sit on the fence, but I'm not sitting on the fence tonight because I'm a little hornier than that. I'm a little hornier than just a fence post. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to have some fun. I didn't even know where to start. So you got to remember about this. I write it in the lunchtime of what I'm going to talk about and try to think about it all day. But I've had a lot of shit going on. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in Camden County, if you are checking shit out locally and around, you're looking for something to do, a couple of new things to town are, number one, Southern Riverwalk has added a whole new dimension. Southern Riverwalk, if you haven't been there yet, it's the old Fulford's Fish House. It used to be just part of the old French Quarter, and Matt Fulford and his wife at the time, Savannah, did a lot of work, turned it into a great restaurant, and then they've since sold it, gone, and Southern Riverwalk is there now. It's right across from Seagulls. It's right across from the Cumberland Island Museum. Check that shit out. They've also added this room. It's this amazing arcade, like almost adultish, but sometimes you could definitely have fun with your 8-year-olds there. It's a cool place. Bunch of arcade games, a bunch of TVs. There's a big bar. There's plenty of places to chill out to and sit. Check the fuck out of them. I don't know how offensive or non-offensive that is, but check them the hell out. Southern Riverwalk, downtown St. Mary's. Just go. Number 2 is I remember when I was a kid sneaking in there because I couldn't afford it. I remember sneaking into Howard People's Park too, like turning the tennis lights on. Cops would be like, "Who the hell gave you permission to do that?" Anyway, right across from Howard People's Park in Camden County, and right next to the fire department. I think that's Firehouse 6, Station 6. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but it's on Gross Road in Kingsland, Georgia. I remember when I was a kid, man, just going to those batting cages. That shit was so fun. You as an adult, you as a dad, you as a mom who wants to take your kid, check out New Wave batting cages. They're good people over there, and they're doing a really good job at renovating it and turning it into a real batting cage again. There's nothing to do for kids around here. You could take a princess, a 7-year-old princess, and put a batting helmet on her, and she'll have a good time at a batting cage. I promise you. You can also take your fucking kid that's like, he's going to go places, man. He knows how to throw football over a mountain. He knows how to scratch golf, and I want him to be a great baseball player. Take him to New Wave batting cages. The link is below. If you're listening later, that will be posted. But check them out. Hey, I'll tell you what. Give me 15 seconds, and this will do. Just listen to the motherfucker.
Hey, Camden County. This is Brad Cole, the new owner of New Wave Batting Cages, previously known as the Camden Cages, across the street from Howard People's Park and right next to the fire department. If you see us cleaning up and renovating, shoot us a honk. Let us know that you care.
That's pretty cool. Listen to them. Hey, if you see them and you appreciate what they're doing, it's bringing new business. Everyone's talking about how shitty the world is and how expensive houses are and how the bubble's gonna burst and how this guy is opening a fucking small business in Camden County. If you're listening locally, and listen, anyone else that's listening later, I do have some people listening from elsewhere, and I appreciate that. Go just skip to like 14 minutes, and we'll talk about something else. But I do think it is great. Also, now that I'm out of the whole go and do something fun with your kids, and also go with your drunk friends. Fucking try to nail it out of the park and hit the cage. See what happens. That's my local plug on kid-friendly shit. The second plug, quickly. I'm not going to show you the video again because I may get banned, but I loved it. Loved it, and I really appreciate Trash Panda 4 LYFE Life Yo YO. And I'm about to put that up there, guys. You definitely need to check this fantastic lady out. Wow, she's great. She's fun. She opened my show by telling everybody that she sells pictures of her butt, but she still wouldn't let not someone like me. She wouldn't let me touch her. And I appreciate anyone like that. So anyway, check them out. Check everyone out. New Wave Batting. And of course, onlyfans.com/trashpanda for life, yo. That is LYFEYO. I fucked on yo. So that was a cool, I think, I'm proud of my little town. I'm proud of what they're doing. So really happy about that part of the episode getting out there. Next thing is we're 1 year on. We are 1 year to the day from the death of George Floyd. And it's the anniversary, and I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't checked on anything that's going on or happening or going or happening today. But I figured, hey, I try to do the whole comedy thing, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I gotta flick some beans up here, you know. I gotta make people mad. I gotta make people crazy. And what I think is crazy is there's a goddamn update, live updates Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. So there is a celebration at the White House. I did know that. His family met with President Biden privately. I don't know what went on. I obviously know what they're talking about. And so do you. But that's cool. So, Jesus Christ, the team recorded that. I'm sure I've heard that before. God damn, like, I didn't know I was a teenager that watched that shit live and recorded and is responsible for that video. Do we compare it to the Kennedy assassination video? Do we think it gets to that point where it is just something in history that's fucking... I remember where I was. I definitely remember close to where I was that night, or when I saw it. I'm going to try... I'm not sitting on the fence. I'm going to try and make this an appealing, controversial conversation to everybody. But I think everyone will 100% know where I fucking stand at the end of it. I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time. So Jameson just commented exactly what I'm about to talk about, man. Exactly. Hello? Is everybody's cool, right? Exactly what I'm about to talk about is... I hear it all the time. He's a martyr. Why are you making this crackhead a fucking martyr? Why are you making this? He was on heroin. He was on this. He was on that. I don't care. I get it. Why are you making this motherfucker the martyr? When I think it's erroneous and I think it's very fucking stupid. But hear me out. Why aren't you making this white girl the martyr? She got killed by a black cop. She got killed by a white cop. Hold on, people. I don't understand, and I hear it all the time. Why are we making George Floyd the martyr? I'll tell you why. Because 2 weeks before it, or 4 weeks before it, and I'm not trying to disrespect these dates, Ahmaud Arbery was fucking slain in the street. Breonna Taylor, I'm not laughing. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable, not because I'm fucking making fun of it. George Floyd was 1 in a million. He's a dime a dozen. And that's not a good thing. He's a dime a fucking dozen. And he was the last straw. And I don't know where I'm going to go with this, guys. I'm going. I'm not trying to hold back too much here. But I'm sick and tired of hearing this. Well, if she's white, no one to complain. And I've also heard, and I'll tell you what, black people step up too. Look at me. I'm being real racist. I'm asking black people to step up too. I'm not saying I'm sick and tired of fucking being a competition. Now, statistically, it looks pretty fucking bad. It looks like it's a big underdog story, and I see what's happening to black folk in the street. I know that wallets are on dashboards and shit. Because it's just so fucking crazy. I know what the justice system is. We can talk about that all night. We can get in deep and really cut this down. But I'm so tired of seeing the competition between black and white. And it comes from the negative side of both sides, where it becomes a fucking... And it just shouldn't. And there's affirmative action and there's laws in like the NFL rules where you have to interview at least one black coach. Well, what if that motherfucker just doesn't qualify for the job? That's a waste of everyone's time, money, and effort. So, like, why is it a rule? You know what I mean? And now, this is me coming from a side of like, why is it a rule? Please tell me, like, both sides why you think it should be, because I just don't think. I think as soon as you toss something like that out, And it's like, especially with generations that are coming, especially in the future, we're not talking about these boomer pieces of shit that are still stuck with this. Well, of course, let's give him an interview. I'm not saying that, but I want my kid. I want my kid to be like, oh, I didn't realize we only interviewed 3 black folks. I didn't realize we only interviewed 1 white guy. I would love that to be there. Now, I'm not ignorant. I'm not stupid. It's not there yet because we're fucking up. We're fucking up. And yeah, there it is. It's unbelievable. And listen, I don't remember the guy's name, and I've got a good friend that says you should learn his name and you should say it. And I don't remember it. The guy that killed George Floyd is I remember it. I don't remember. I knew it at one point, but I hope I know he goes to jail for the rest of his life, hopefully. But I hope the other 4 next to him that sat and watched it, who, by the way, I think we're minorities. We're minorities in there. Of course there were. I know that, but they should all get fucked. And that's Derek Chauvin. That's his fucking shit name. That's the piece of shit. And I know that it's probably not his mom and dad's fault, but if he has a brother or a sister out there, or a nephew or a niece out there that might ever listen to this show, you know what you should do is you should stop breeding or take on a different last name and leave that shit dying with him. Like, he's a piece of fucking garbage. And you know what? That's what I'm saying. We need to step up. We all need to stop being like, oh. Do you know if half the people that were uncomfortable in their job and somebody racist said something and they were just like, I'm not, let's say said something. Like, we can get over saying something every once in a while. Both fucking sides. I think every side can get over someone maybe slipping up or saying something they didn't really mean out of ignorance. When they do something that makes you uncomfortable, makes you feel like shit, right? No one says anything. Now, that's not reporting or stopping someone murdering a motherfucker for 9 minutes. Like, that's a whole different level. But we're all worried about that person's livelihood, right? So here it is, full circle. There's an unemployment craze. There's a job shortage. These motherfuckers don't want to work because of this. These motherfuckers don't want to work because of that. There are these people that are trying to better themselves, and they don't want to work for shit wages, right? So here's what we do. Instead of what we've all done, and I'm guilty of it too, and I feel like shit, and I'll never do it again. Thankfully, hasn't happened at the job I've been in yet. But I am not going to allow anyone to make me feel uncomfortable using like that kind of bullshit. Racism, homophobia, xenophobia, like fucking sectarianism at all. Fuck them. Go report it and go be a snitch and fucking say something. And guess who can work at Wendy's when there's a shortage? That motherfucker that just got fired for being a prick, right? And then the person who's trying to get a better fucking life for themselves and doesn't know what to do and is fucking lost can go apply for that fucking job. Or someone inside that's a pretty good person could get a promotion and they could start entry level. Who knows? That's what starts it, motherfuckers. That's what starts it right there. That's what starts it, in my opinion, is what we do as a collective fucking unit. Black, white. The most racist thing you can say is black, white, purple, green. I don't care. But I'll say it right now. That is the most racist thing I've ever heard. Black, white, purple, green. I don't give a fuck. It's all you, black or white. Anyway, I don't care what you say, gender, whatever. This is what you do, and it starts now. Go tell on that motherfucker. Don't handle it by yourself. Go tell HR. And if HR doesn't do shit about it, now you got a fucking case. Do you know what I'm saying? We've all held our tongue, and we've all just been like, I don't want to get him fired. Why? Why not? They can go work at the Wendy's with the shortage. They can go get a job at Walmart or Target that's a shortage. By the way, they're probably the same people that are complaining about how much money they're starting out at these places. So go get that fucking job, asshole. If someone at work or school or whatever just starts making, like, actually fucking makes it, go fucking do something about it. It's time to start, because that is the way I think it gets better. We've got to take accountability. Fuck a motherfucker that doesn't want to play. Do you know what I mean? Play the game or lose the fucking game. The world spins. Get on it or get the fuck off. That's the one way. That's one way to try, white folk. I say that because how many times has anyone here, and I'll listen, this whole thing is about racism at this point, isn't it? How many times, I'm telling you, I couldn't tell you how many times as a white guy that lives in the South has just been guilty by, not even associated, guilty by whiteness. And it sucks. And it's one thing at a bar to be like, motherfucker, I don't play that game. Get the fuck away from me. And that's typically what you have to. It's another thing in a professional setting or a store, and you just want to fucking do something, but you can't. You definitely don't want the cops involved at this point. You just got to fucking do something about it. But I'm just trying to figure it out. But how many times people have come up to me and, hey, man. And I'm talking real shit. And I don't want to say, I want to be funny. I want to do stand-up. I don't want to say some of the shit that's been said to me where I haven't even fucking said 12 words to the person that's mentioned it to me. They're just like, oh, he's white. He's in Georgia. He's chubby. He must be low income. Let's go talk to that motherfucker about hanging people. It's like, dude, get. And that's maybe the next thing. And you know what? Then we're violent. And you know what? This has been an attack on African Americans for so long. But I'm not. What do we do? Because I want to beat the shit out of someone that would speak like that to me. Or speak like that in front of my kid, or speak like that in front of my wife, or mother, or my friend. People just think that you're as dumb as them. And maybe us geniuses are guilty of just thinking that they're as smart as us and they can get it. This has jack shit to do with, Republican or Democrat. This has to do with fucking intelligence levels. And it's absolute pork pie that you believe anyone that would say to you, like, hey, man, like, they just think that you're that fucking, they think you're that shitty. They think you're that shitty. And it's the worst thing in the world. And we don't say thing about, we tell them to get away. And then what happens is they go find someone that's just as shitty as them, and they talk shit about how you're a pussy. Do you know what I mean? So that ends up happening. And what needs to happen is instead of fucking ignore hold on. Before the fucking NSA and the fucking police get here, I'm not saying what needs to happen is we go out and riot and fight motherfuckers. What do we do to teach these motherfuckers a lesson when they decide that they want to fucking associate you with what's in their balls? They're so worried. They're so worried about transgender bathrooms and how someone's going to come in there and rape them or show them their dick and make them uncomfortable. They're so worried about sharing a bathroom with somebody. You know what I'm worried about? Sharing a fucking earth with you. You fucking come up to me and assault me that way and offend me. Like I want to hit him so hard that he won't know the difference between New York and New Year, and that would be awesome. And that teach him probably a fucking lesson. I'd make him lose the last 8 teeth he had in his mouth. But we can't do that. Because guess what? Then the fucking cops come. And then you're fucking in court. And then you're fucked. And let's be honest, their reputation isn't fucking standing very strong when you're standing up for equal rights. Oh, then you got a cop. Like, then what the fuck? How do I'm asking you, loud, proud, and unashamed? What do we as white folk fucking do about this that really want to do something about it? There's in soccer in Europe, they started taking a knee before every game. Great. Good gesture. Love it. They started it, recently. Then what happens is, one guy is named Wilfred Zaha. Love him. Born in England, plays for the Ivory Coast, plays for Crystal Palace. He stopped taking a knee. He's like, dude, it's a fucking gesture. It's not powerful anymore. It's not powerful. I don't know how to agree or disagree with it. Because, I can only speak for me. I think it's a really dope thing, but he's the only one standing. And then what happens next? Everyone stands? It's just another moment of silence. And I love that that's dope as fuck. But guess what? No one in Britain, no one in the Ivory Coast, no one in Europe's like, fuck him. He hates our army. He hates our troop. And I'll tell you what, let's bomb his country. No one dug up he was adopted by white folk, Colin Kaepernick. He don't even know shit, Colin Kaepernick. I'm burning my Nikes, Colin Kaepernick. He hates the country. And all those people that are taking a knee hate. How the fuck does that mean that we're treated like shit? We're treated like shit. I'm speaking from the people that kneel. Or our friends or our family are treated like shit and they just continue to love. They continue to pour their heart into this country. The entertainers, especially the football players, they're there. They're just LeBron James doesn't get a break. All the fucking time. He plays for the United States. He loves this country. And then he sees his brothers, his family, his sisters, his friends getting killed on the fucking street. I'm tired of it. You're tired of it. What the fuck do we do? He's not taking a knee because he hates the fucking country and hates the troops. He's taking a knee to let you fucking go, ooh. But instead, you are making it about, well, there wasn't any outrage when this white guy was killed by this white cop. Who gives a fuck? Make awareness of the fucking death of the girl or the death of the guy and make it a fucking point. But don't make it, it's not a competition. I think I keep saying, I just think people, I'm sorry, I just think people need to realize that it's not there's been oppression for a long time on one side. So they are allowed to fucking feel oppressed. You being offended or feeling oppressed because they're fucking mentioning it to you and making it in your face for the first time in a while is the worst fucking thing you can do. Take notice and fucking listen. If you thought for 1 second Colin Kaepernick was saying, fuck this country, go Taliban, then you're a fucking moron. You're a fucking moron. You're a fucking moron. People don't fucking listen. And that's the biggest fucking problem. I've got a big cheek to tell you that I'm here on this goddamn social media platform. But I'll tell you that's a big fucking problem too, because people read a headline and they click a headline and they share that headline. And they didn't read a goddamn thing. And then they'll bring it up at the library or the book club or the bullshit. And they'll say, hey, did you see that Putin actually has a penis and a vagina? And he's trying to get fucked by China while he fucks the United States? I saw it on a headline. I saw it. Used to see it too. And I hear that shit all the fucking time. And it's bullshit. I don't know. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of the competition. And I don't know I don't know what the call to arms is. I want someone to arm me with that. Because it's bullshit. And I think I think the logical thing next. And listen, it's not a silent protest at that point. It's not a fuck the police thing at that point. And absolutely, it is at least starting to report the shit. If you feel uncomfortable, fucking say something or do something. Again, I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying, like, we get so worried about fucking little things. And, oh man, pieces of shit can go work at those jobs that they're complaining that aren't filled. They can go get it. And I bet you it won't be long before they're protesting for $18 and $20 an hour. So if there's someone at your work that's a fucking asshole, and I don't mean like me, I mean like it just makes you feel uncomfortable because he's a racist or a sexist or a homophobe or a piece of shit, then go ahead and say something or do something about it. And I think that will help with the whole job crisis because we'll have to fucking work at Burger King or Dollar General. And I'm not disrespecting anyone that works at Burger King or Dollar General who's good for you. Like, you got a job. That's the thing. What I'm saying is, a lot of these people complaining that leave you a $4 tip on a $50 meal anyway, and they can go do that job because they're so puzzled by, why aren't we talking about that white? Why is it got to be white? Why is it got to be black? That's the fucking problem. Because for whatever reason, you're upset that oppression is finally here and open. Thanks, like again, maybe not thanks to George Floyd, but he is a martyr. He is a big, important piece of this puzzle. And thank God for, I was going to say thank God for him. Well, thank God for maybe the team that filmed it. I don't know how this fucking works. Thank God it brought to light a new hope to me. And I hope we can teach our kids about this shit. Instead of, fuck me, there, for example, and it's not even about George Floyd racism, but it's about fucking prejudice and oppression. Someone's telling me that, okay, your kid's fucking 6 years old, she goes to school and she learns about transgenders. What the hell would she do when she came home and talked to me? I'd be like, hey, so here's the thing, tell me about it. And then it's all about what I want my daughter to learn and my responsibility to teach my daughter about it. Look, a teacher's a fucking $30,000 a year goddamn gig putting up with your kid and 30 others all day. They teach curriculum. You teach them life, motherfucker. Leave that shit alone. Take responsibility, people. And if we do, we can, I don't know if we'll be alive when we solve the problem. We can beat some of this. We can definitely beat some of it. Speaking of which, it should be gone. It should be fucking gone. All right, see? Another interesting, crazy fact. Just learned this from Jason. Wow. Any of you Star Wars nerds out there, A New Hope is Star Wars opened 44 years ago. That's episode 4, I believe, the first ever Star Wars film. A New Hope opened on the anniversary of George Floyd's death. That's fucking nuts in a weird way. If you look at it like that and you want to look, there's nothing positive about a person dying, being murdered, his daughter not having a father. It sucks. I'm not taking anything away from how shitty it is. But it was my family, so if I can speak candidly on that, there's some positive stuff, and I think there is hope. I definitely think there is hope. That's fucking insane. Jason should be a guest on this show next. The day the Death Star blew up. There it is. That is some, like that. If I'm not a Star Wars guy, I kind of wish I was at this point, because that is an amazing fact. Fuck the Death Star, right? Super cool. Use the Force, people. Use the fucking Force. I should leave on that note. I do want to change it to some lighter things before I get out of here. I am doing my first food review, local restaurant food review. I want to explain to anyone that does listen and is interested. I'm going to be completely honest. I've got to be. They want to make it up to me later. We can go and do it, but I'm going to try and be as honest as I fucking can. Yeah, I swear to God, I was almost on that trail, Jason, and I just didn't want to do it. All those innocent. So I'm going to do my first food review. I know I look chubby, but I've been doing the P90X for 3 weeks. This is week 3, day 2, so 2.5 weeks, I guess. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to give everybody a lot of shitty weight loss tips. That'll be fun, because I'm going to be eating the fattiest, stupidest shit that I can. Sometimes I'm committed to consistency, and tonight I really didn't have anything to talk about, so I figured I'd just go off the cuff and talk about my kind of thoughts on George Floyd and please, like, actually, I'm begging you, tell me how to fucking fix it. Tell me how to go for this. I'm all about the movement, and I know that just sounds cliche and all that. I think my suggestions may work. Let's tweak them. Like, stop fucking around and do it. And I don't want to beat anyone up for being a fucking racist piece of shit to me, but I do want to beat him up. How do you fix that? How do I fucking battle that? And you know what I mean. How do I? And my people, and I definitely mean my people. Guys, I love you. 2 videos before I leave, total of 45 seconds. Listen in, and then, we love you. I gotta turn that off because we're gonna play this one.
Hey, Camden County. This is Brad Cole, the new owner of New Wave Batting Cages, previously known as the Camden Cages, across the street from Howard Peoples Park and right next to the fire department. If you see us cleaning up and renovating, shoot us a honk. Let us know that you care.
Hi, my name is Savannah, and I am better known as Trash Panda for LYFE, yo, on OnlyFans.com, where I sell pictures of my asshole. But I still wouldn't let Mick Motherwell fuck me. Welcome to Mick Motherwell's Self-Awareless. Titties.
Thank you. We love you all. A good night.
Girl, you gotta get out from under. Get from underneath that shady tree. Oh, shady tree. Or maybe then you'll see. Or maybe then you'll see the other side of me. I love the way I live, and the people living there right here by my side. And there all that more. You could even say it for yourself if you just try, but you never get out from under. Oh, get from underneath that shady tree. Oh, your shady tree. Or maybe then you'll see. Maybe then you'll see the other side of me. But oh, I've been so